All right, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Nothing Zilch Nada. As you can see, we are starting a little differently, but that is because we are on a little more of a time crunch than normal. But with that, I'm Xavier,
I'm Jacob Green.
and this week is my topic. So, in celebration of Halloween that's coming up, Jake and I are deciding that the next couple episodes will involve more Halloween type things. And with the recent release of one of my favorite bands, Ice Nine Kills, a new song called The Laugh Track, I decided to test Jake in a skill of hand-to-hand combat. So, Jake, on this spinning wheel are a list of Ice Nine Kills songs from their Silver Scream album, Welcome to
Okay.
Horrorwood. There are three new songs that came out within the last year, and two songs from their deluxe albums for both Silver Scream and Welcome to Horrorwood. Now, you don't need to know these songs because I will tell you about what or what you need to know. Each of these songs,
Good be
was
good
that?
because I just learned about this band 5 seconds ago.
Okay, good. You should listen to them. They're really good. But so Ice Nine Kills for those albums and these more recent songs base their songs off of horror movies. One of them's based off a video game, and one of them's based off of a comic book character.
Ooh, such variety.
Uh-huh. So there are 30 songs. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna spin the wheel. Whichever,
Okay.
whatever song it lands on, I'm gonna describe a little bit of who in that song or who in the movie it's based on you are fighting, and you're gonna tell me whether or not you think you would win.
Okay.
And then I will give my 2 cents on whether or not you would win.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna point this out. The reason why
Mhm.
I'm not putting 2 cents in on myself is because I've gone through the scenarios in my head and know for a fact I'm losing most of these, if not all of these.
So you're depending on the fact that I've done martial arts.
Some of it's that, there's other things, but I will base some of it off that.
Okay.
No, just different life experiences. Um, yeah, the other thing, there are some movies that these songs are based on that I haven't seen, so what I got or my understanding of the villains is less what's actually happening and more just like a general this is what I read off Google like 20 minutes ago. So
Sweet.
so you'll hear me say like big name characters, and then you will hear me say a serial killer with a pickaxe or a family of serial killers or whatever. So, Jake, are you ready to run the gauntlet?
Yep.
All right. Our first enemy. Don't start there. Don't you. Oh, man.
Fly.
So, this is a song from Welcome to Horrorwood. It is based off the movie The Fly, which,
Okay.
you know, you're pretty much fighting the fly in this scenario.
Okay.
The fly is half man, half fly. Initially, the scientist who became the fly was trying to solve teleportation, but in a certain situation, there was a fly that ended up going into the pod and it ended up sending or ended up fusing with his DNA. At first,
Is
was that?
Is this the creation of Fly Guy?
No, this is not the creation of Fly Guy. No, that was something completely different. But at the beginning, the Fly was like, think Spider-Man. He got a little more superhuman speed, faster metabolism,
Mhm.
libido. But as time went on, he started to deform and become more and more like a humanoid fly. And I'm thinking this came from going through the teleportation machine multiple times and having the DNA fuse more and more with the body. So, for the sake of this, you're going to be fighting that mutated form of the fly,
Mhm.
where it's basically just a big fly. Um,
Okay. Okay.
so, like I said, you got a little bit of superhuman strength. I think he also had acidic spit, if I remember correctly from the movie. Because
Okay.
if you think of flies, they spit on their things or the food that they're about to eat and it disintegrates it, so they'd eat it. So, Jake,
Okay.
do you think you could win against the fly?
That's kind of tough because once you mentioned like the acid, that adds a little bit more of a challenge to it. Um, so I would say because it's still like a fly, and is durability one of its powers?
If I remember correctly from the movie, the fly is more durable than a normal human.
Okay.
Because I know there was like
So
some big thing that they had to do to inevitably kill the fly.
so a giant fly swatter won't work.
I knew you were gonna mention the fly swatter.
Um, the only way that I could see myself winning in this is if I had some type of like giant insect repellent or like some like a giant raid bottle or something. Uh, because as it stands, this isn't like your average house fly.
Hmm.
So I would say if we're talking about exclusively hand-to-hand combat, I probably would not win. Not unless I would find a way to get behind him and find a way to clip off his wings.
So I don't actually think he had wings. That's
Oh, oh,
don't think he
oh,
had.
that's interesting. Okay, then maybe it isn't as bad.
Hmm.
So can it be killed by can he be killed by a sword or gun or anything?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, then maybe I could win this because I do know how to use a shotgun.
All right. So for this one, I imagine you would have a more fair chance as long as you can stay away from the spit. The main thing I thought of when it came to the fly, which, granted, I did think of the fly swatter, but I also thought of like one of those electric bug zappers. So they use electricity.
Oh,
And I think that was what they did to end up killing the fly in the movie. So there they did something with the teleportation
so
machine.
drag it to a power station.
No, no.
Like
No, Jake, come on. You're thinking too small. Or you're thinking too big. Just throw throw the fly in a bathtub and then throw the toaster in with it.
does it have to be a toaster? I mean, it
If
would have to
as
be
long as it's
plugged
an
if that was.
electrical appliance.
I mean,
You can get a
okay,
new toaster, it's fine.
I guess so. Goodbye, toaster.
Yeah, no, like I said, I feel like you have a fair shot against the fly. I do think the fly could kill you, but I think you stand a chance.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why I didn't want it to be the fly, because it's like that's one of the ones that I feel like you have a fair chance. And there's a lot of these that I know for a fact you are losing.
Well, we're starting easy. Worst vacation.
Oh,
Does it have to do with the the sausage?
no, well, kind of. So this is based off of a movie called Hostel, which I have not seen, but it's supposed to be based off of this group going to a German hotel that is basically, I want to say it's booby trapped so that, everyone dies.
Mhm.
It's a hotel, but it's a trap.
Okay.
So let me quickly find, because I had this Googled earlier and I didn't bother to read it. So let's see, main villain of Hostel. Okay, so yeah, I love the fact that it's giving me 20. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna go on to IMDb and hope to. All right, so three backpackers head to a Slovak city. Promised me. All right, fantasies quickly turn to nightmares as they end up separated by design with the new blah blah blah. All right, I'm just gonna summarize this as best as I can because I don't actually know what the hostel fully is, but I do know it's like a torture hotel. Basically, you go into this hotel, you rent a room, and then you find that there are several booby traps that are very murderous.
Okay.
So, do you think you could survive this?
I mean, I've done an escape room before.
This is no escape room. Also,
Um,
I Send Kills has not made a song so far about escape room. Might be
mhm,
coming up soon, though.
okay. I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't exactly know what the traps are.
Um,
Um,
well, I would assume there are a lot of spikes, maybe some meat cleavers, hooks, just, like typical deadly stuff.
I mean, I have probably some athletic ability to like dodge that stuff, but even still, like I don't know. I'm gonna say no to that one.
You're gonna say no to that one.
Yes.
Okay. So this
Because
one,
it's unpredictable because while you think, oh, I won't be killed here, you might get killed in the next one.
that's true. That is true. Oh, wait, it tricks you into fantasies and then they kill you and yeah. Yeah, no, Jake, I'm sorry. You are not surviving this. I just looked at the lyrics and the lyrics blatantly say like something along the lines of we bring you in with like fantasies, girls, and that, and I'm like, no, you're being drawn in by that. Sorry. So that's the other thing. I do base it off of somewhat of your personal life, but yeah, I like you, Jake.
Thanks.
I not too much of it though, but I don't think you would survive the worst hotel. All right. So next one. Come on, come on. Kidding me. It keeps going to like either ones that I don't know well or ones where so A Grave Mistake is based off the movie The Crow. I've seen it. Now, in most of these situations, you would be facing the main character or like the headline character. However,
Okay.
because the crow in this movie is the protagonist, you're instead going to be fighting the antagonist, which is, I think he was called Top Dollar. I wrote it down. Yep, Top Dollar, and then he's a mob boss with a big crime syndicate, so you're also fighting that crime syndicate. Jake, do you think you could take down a whole mafia gang or crime syndicate?
Maybe with enough strategy.
So you're willing to become Batman, is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely. I would gladly take the role of Batman. Maybe without the dead parents, but
I was just about to apologize to your parents. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Green. Your son
are you
wants to
gonna
be
go
Batman. I'm not going to be the one to do it, but
are you gonna go full on Amanda Waller on me? And like if any of y'all have seen that one Justice League episode, you know
yep,
exactly what I'm talking about.
yep. All right. But in all seriousness, this isn't just a this isn't like your faceless goon side thing. This is like an actual mafia. You have like killers, assassins, all that in this group. And again, you got Top Dollar, who's like the boss of them all. And I know the Crow, who's the actual protagonist. I feel like the only reason he was able to beat them was because he came back from the dead at that certain time with these like special abilities.
Oh darn. Special abilities.
Yeah.
Batman's weakness. Well, actually, if I come up with my own contingency plans, I should be able to put a stop to them. I mean, Batman could do it with enough time and preparation.
But you see, Batman had something that you don't. He has two somethings you don't. Actually, now I think about it,
A League of Robins.
he has three things. I'm not counting the Robinson thing though. So, first, he was trained by Tibetan monks to do just about anything.
That is true.
You haven't even met a single Tibetan monk. Because if you had, I would have twisted your arm already to let me meet them.
No, I bet someone that whooped my ass by making me carrying bricks with my arms, stand on stumps, and hit a tire with a sledgehammer for no reason.
That's true. You know the second thing that Batman has that you don't?
Equipment?
Money.
Damn, you're hitting me hard right now.
I know.
I
If it
mean,
makes you feel any better, I don't either.
the depend bucks is one thing, but like the family wealth, like, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have that multi-billion dollar company, Jake. I'm sorry.
Uh,
All right.
well, I know what I must do.
You just don't know if you have the strength to do it.
Yeah, we're never getting to that point.
That is true. All right.
So what do you think?
Personally, I'm sorry, Jake. I don't think you could take down this entire like criminal underworld. I don't
Damn.
even think you'll make it to top dollar. And this isn't me saying I don't believe in you. This is me saying there's a lot of them, one of you. If each of them get one shot in on you, if that first shot doesn't kill you, one of the next ones will.
Yeah, but that's similar to like the trap room, though. It's like, oh, if you survive this one, then maybe the next one will get you.
That is true. That is true. So I'm sorry, Jake. I don't think you would survive a grave mistake. In fact, I think it'd be a grave mistake for you to even take that one up.
Is it a great mistake in the first place to get some to put this challenge on me in the first place?
Yep. All right, so we got a work of art. Now, this one, I've seen the movie. It's one of the few movies here that I've seen the sequel to. And this is a well-known character at this point. a well enough character where even though I haven't seen everything that they've been part of, I can accurately tell whether or not you would survive this encounter.
Okay.
Part is based off of the Terrifier series, specifically the main character, Art the Clown.
Okay.
For the most part, he is a serial killer clown who doesn't speak.
Man, that is terrifying.
Hmm.
It's like Five Nights at Freddy's filled with clowns.
Yep. I know in the second movie, he seemed to have some sort of supernatural abilities. He's also one of those characters where even if you think he dies, he doesn't actually die.
See, just like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I know. He always comes back. But regardless, he's mean, kills, doesn't really say anything, very sadistic. Jake, do you think you could survive Art the Clown?
If I had the weapons necessary and even in hand-to-hand combat, considering that, I think I could take him on.
You think you could
I
take
mean, yes, because I mean, if he's just a clown that kills,
I mean,
they're
yes, but he is really creative with the kills. Like, uh,
Again, it's the same thing with the mafia and the the haunted mansion, haunted house, whatever.
mhm.
Like, um, if there's a chance that you may not survive this one, the next one might get you. But the difference is he's only one person, though.
He is one person. He is one person. But Jake, tell me honestly, do you think you could survive Art the Clown?
I would think so.
Okay. You want my honest opinion?
Is it gonna be no?
I left a very important detail out purposely.
Why did you?
Hold on, because
What does that
technically,
mean?
technically it hasn't been confirmed, but at least with the movies I've seen, and I think this was something, because this is something that a lot of other people noticed. Art the Clown falls in the same field as Predator from the Predator movies, where he won't go to kill you unless he feels like you have wronged him. Now, Jake, I know you, buddy. Knowing you, I don't think you would outright be mean to a clown or punch a clown.
No, I would just run from them as soon as I see one.
Well, then there goes my thing that I was gonna say because I could see that as being disrespectful to the clown.
Well, depends. I mean, if the clown is outright trying to kill me, then
Well, see, he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't outright start to kill you until you seem to disrespect him.
okay. Well,
But like,
easy scenario here. Um, I mean, realistically, I would probably, you know, not run
right.
or disrespect him in any form or fashion.
Hmm.
So if that's the case, I don't have to do anything. I mean, again,
I mean, you
if the
still have to be
clown,
the clown's friend, but
I'm
I
okay
feel
with it
like
as long as he doesn't murder me.
so I feel like, and again, those of you who watch this and have actually seen these movies, you have all right to tell me I'm wrong. But I feel like Art the Clown is easily survivable as long as you show that you're friendly with him. Because again, that is the main thing. Everyone who's been friendly towards him, like he's been friendly back. He didn't try to kill you. The other thing is he doesn't really kill kids, but you're a grown ass adult, Jake, so
I've also mentioned that part too.
you're an adult. I didn't think I needed to mention that. Then again, there was the second movie where he's pretty much fighting two teenagers. but yeah,
But I'm not a teenager.
you're also not a teenager. You're a grown ass adult.
Yeah.
All right, but I do feel like you have a chance to survive Art the Clown, sheerly because you're a good person. And we're back to things I haven't seen. So this is from a movie called Silent Night, Deadly Night.
I
It
think is it one of those horror Christmas movies
it is.
from
It
like the past couple of years?
this one's an older one. I thought it was in the 90s when this one was released. So
Okay. All right.
I could be very wrong by that, but I know for a fact this is an older one. Um, and I'm gonna be honest, this was one that I didn't see. I know the name of the character. His name's Billy Chapman. All I really know is that he's a serial killer. So I'm just gonna say generic serial killer. And you can fight me in the comments if you feel like I'm being too lenient. Again, I haven't seen it. And I don't feel like doing all the research if I've already done so much research. So, Jake, do you think you can survive a serial killer?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if it's just a serial killer, I mean, I think we know to trust the signs of like when someone is acting a little bit too suspicious or like not of quote unquote normal behavior. Like, if they do some different mannerisms towards you, um, I mean, the only way that I could see them convincing me is if they were to give me a drink and they put something in there to put me to sleep or something. But the thing is,
You
I
don't
don't
drink.
take drink. I don't drink. I also don't take drinks from anybody else because anyone who knows, especially in today's day and age, knows that you probably should take a drink from a stranger.
But then it's just drink roulette. Why don't you want to play drink roulette with me, Jake?
I could drink Diet Coke.
Okay, that's acceptable. Yeah, so here's the thing, Jake.
You
And
don't think I'll survive this?
what?
You don't think I'll survive this, do you?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like because I did change this to a generic serial killer. If you knew they were a serial killer, I think you have a shot. But the thing about serial killers, the reason why they are able to do it for as long as they do is either because of their charisma or they are really good at hiding it. Take Ted Bundy. He was really good at hiding it and he had that charisma to draw more people in.
Yeah, but he also mainly targeted girls, so.
He didn't mainly target girls, but just because of that doesn't mean every serial killer targets girls.
Uh,
There's a lot of
no,
guy ones too.
yeah, but serial killers usually target certain people that they have weird attachment to.
Dude,
Usually.
you gotta listen to more serial killer podcasts. Not all of them do that.
I
Way to be
I know
serial
not
killerist.
I
I'm
mean
inventing that word or the term. Serial killerist when you're being discriminatory against serial killers. Come on, serial killer moms, join me in that term.
okay, final verdict. So what you think I won't survive this?
I'm gonna say there's a chance, but there's also a chance that you could die.
Again, same thing as all the other
I know.
ones.
That's the weird part. It's the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, wow. Oh, this one's weird because it's generic. But, all right. I think we have enough time for two more.
Okay.
So Next one. Please, please give us something common. Don't give us that one.
Ex Mortis.
So this is based off of the Evil Dead movies, and I have it where you are fighting the book, specifically the Book of the Dead. The genre,
Oh, it's like what's that game? Eternal Darkness, where there's a book that's entirely made of flesh.
yeah, pretty much. That is what this is. Um, I know the key detail of this is for everything to go down, you have to read the book. But when you read the book, you release an evil. It has a chance to possess you and everyone around you, and it does everything in its power to kill you, even going so far as to possessing your best friend's hand that they have to cut off and replace with a chainsaw. Yeah. Those movies were directed by Sam Raimi, by the way. So they're like there's comedy in it, but it's like a decent comedy.
Sam Raimi, you bastard. Um,
Directed by Sam Raimi and starring Bruce Campbell. It's over
all
half his
right.
movies.
So it's a magical book,
It is a magical book.
and when
Oh, I do
when
want
it
to mention
comes,
one more thing,
yes.
and this might change how you think or how I think. The book is not in English. So,
Well, I do know how to read some Latin. I'm uh, I'm not as fluent with it as I used to be, but I know it's a book about death because mortis, that's the Latin word for death, morta. Um,
mhm.
but here's the thing, is that why would I want to be searching that type of book to begin with?
You're curious, Jake.
The,
You see a book, it's bound by human flesh. Something's in it. Something that I.
if it's a book of that's human flesh, like I know Eternal Darkness, which is like a game from the GameCube, which was the first M-rated game published by Nintendo. Like I know for a fact that that spells nope, nope, not gonna happen. So how I'm gonna win this is I'm not even gonna search for the book. I'm not even gonna look for it. If I see it, I run.
Cool. So you want my intake on this?
Lay it on me.
Regardless of the fact that it is Latin, which I know you do know certain phrases in Latin, I know you're not going to read the book. And because you're not going to read the book, you survive. This one's like a hands down, I know you survive. The one catch is if you bring me along with. Because if I see a book bound by human flesh, written in Latin, I'm doing everything in my power to go onto Google Translate and try to translate the words and read them out loud just to see what they say.
Damn it, Xavier.
This is why I say I would die from almost everything here. Because I'm
You're
that
like that. You're
curious.
like that one guy. You're like Gary from Sword Art Online Abridged.
Yes, I am Gary.
Set it to auto loot,
Yep.
and that's how you die.
So I was watching that right before we started recording too. Not specifically that one. It was one of the later episodes. All right, I think we have enough time for one more. But Jake, as long as you don't bring me along, you're alive. Hey, we got to the video game one, and this is perfect because this is probably the last one we got.
You
So,
know, there's actually a jazz standard called Rainy Day.
does it involve zombies or a big
Uh,
hunking brute called Nemesis?
Probably not.
Okay, cool. So this song is based off of the Resident Evil game series. I don't know too much about Resident Evil other than zombies. You've got that one lady that is like tall and has sharp claws and wants to drink your blood. And then you have Nemesis, who is my least favorite character to fight against in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Because
Yeah.
barely
So I do know a fair amount of Resident Evil. So
cool.
initially it gets started by like the Umbrella Company
I do know
that
about the Umbrella Company.
yeah, it's the Umbrella Company. They were trying to make this virus, um, but it ends up like, turning people into zombies and being unalive, and then initially started in like this mansion, but then it got expanded to like other cities like Raccoon City, hence why we got stuff like Resident Evil 2. We got different protagonists throughout the series. Um, I don't know, well, I do know a fair amount when it comes to like the later Resident Evil games, but I've not played any of them.
Right.
Uh, but but I know some knowledge when it comes to Resident Evil.
All right, Jake. Question is, can you survive Resident Evil?
If I have the same items that they present to me in some of the games, like say, let's take Resident Evil 4, probably the most popular entry that people are most likely going to know. If I had the same gun weapon case that Leon carries in those games,
Mm-hmm.
I can have a shot.
All right. But if not,
Yeah, I'd probably die. I mean, it's hard to kill a zombie in hand-to-hand combat, not unless their flesh is really deteriorating.
so I wouldn't go that far because there are plenty of zombies that I feel like are easy to destroy. And I feel
Yeah,
like
but
for a
you
later
also have to keep
episode,
in mind too, because you're not just dealing with zombies in those
that's
games. Like
that's the other thing.
there's face huggers. What are the other ones?
I don't know. Like I said, I pretty much
Split
know the
lickers.
zombies and Nemesis. So, and like I said, Nemesis is ah, Nemesis is infuriating. But you know, you say you're not going to survive unless you got the items.
Yes. I mean, that's how most of the protagonists from Resident Evil survive anyways.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that you don't. Nothing against you. It's just if Nemesis is involved, you're screwed.
What if I was Leon and I also worked with the United States as a secret agent?
Then you might have a shot. All right. So we've got about or a little over a minute left in this recording. Jake, do we want to try to do a little more in another Zoom meeting, or do we want to just cut it right here?
Let's cut it right here. I think
All
it's a
right.
good stopping point.
All right, so I'm gonna copy all this down. We could probably do this in a later episode. Maybe have it where this is another one of those compilations I'm gonna release. I do have the compilation for the full tier list. I'm just waiting to release it until a week that Jake and I cannot meet. This week was about to be that week, but we managed to get a late night recording in. But besides that,
Yeah.
I'm Xavier Dean,
And I'm Jacob Green.
and we'll see you next week with Jake's topic. I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
Jake's topic is a little bit of a doozy.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know anything about it, but I'm hoping it's a little bit of a doozy.
Yeah.
See you next week. Oh, I didn't press the right thing. All right, hold on.